Hey there, welcome to Mountain Runner. In today's video, I'm going to see how fast the Adidas Adizero Takumi Sen 8 is. First, I'm going to give you a brief recap of the construction of the shoe and its intended use. Then I'm going to do some hard 1 kilometer Gutbusters in them. And finally, I'm going to try and see how fast they are. I'm making this video because I really want to see how fast the Adidas Takumi Sen 8 is over short distances. I did an earlier review of the shoe, but I had to return it because I had a problem with the heel. So I thought, well, I could just, one run and done. But I thought, no, I was really gnawing away at me how fast they were over short distances, and I really did want to try some performance tests on them. I'll link the earlier video at the end of this video, but I reordered them in this cloud white, real teal, flash orange. They're great looking shoe, and I wanted to see if they're faster over a kilometer than the Nike Alphafly. Adidas say the shoe is designed for a 5k to a half marathon, that sort of distance, and I'm trying to figure out whether that's just marketing fluff or is the shoe faster over shorter distances. I know it's lightweight construction, but just because it's lightweight doesn't necessarily mean it's faster. I mean, these are lightweight, they won't be faster over a kilometer. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some 1 kilometer Gutbusters in my local park. I've done Gutbusters before where I compare one shoe to another shoe, and in this case I'm going to compare the Takumi Sen 8 to the Nike Alphafly. I go out first in a Clifton 7, which I have lying around that I use for these. Just run around the kilometer, easy going. The course has a lot of twists and turns, always to the right. It's a loop, kilometer loop pretty much. But I go out easy in the Clifton 7. I go out on day A, I go out easy in the Clifton 7, and then I go out 1 kilometer hard in shoe A, and then 1 kilometer hard in shoe B. Then 1 kilometer hard in shoe B a subsequent day, and 1 kilometer hard in shoe A. So the ABBA method has been pointed out by one of the viewers. So A, B, B, A. And typically my fastest shoe over that distance that I've done is either an Alphafly or a Metaspeed Sky, and both the fastest I got out of each of them was 3 minutes and 48 seconds. So I'm going to test the shoes, see how we get on. So what did I find out? Well, on Saturday I went out early on a very damp track. It'd been raining a lot and there were some puddles I had to avoid. So I was a bit tentative. I scoped it out doing the Clifton 7s, and I could see I was going to have to do a few jumps and all that sort of stuff. But on that, I went out in my first run was in the Alphafly, and my second run was in the Takumi Sen 8. And it turned out the Takumi Sen 8 was faster. Now, I think some of it was down to the fact that I got a bit more used to the track, but also I think the Takumi Sen 8 is much more nimble. I've spoken before of the unwieldy nature of the Alphafly, and this turned out to be the case. So I was a bit faster in the Takumi Sen 8. I decided to, because the track was wet, I went about 5 or 6 days to just let it dry out. And so that's why I'd hoped to have this video last week. But anyway, I had to wait till it dried out. And then in the second run, I ran first in the Takumi Sen 8 and then secondly in the Alphafly. And the Alphafly on that instance was about 4 seconds quicker. Usually on the second shoe is slower, particularly on a very fast run. But if you put the two things together, there was very little in the difference. When you drill into the data, you can see that the Alphafly, there's a longer stride on both runs and correspondingly higher vertical oscillation. I'll show you the data from my Garmin Forerunner 55 and the Stride Foot Pod. Conversely, with the Takumi Sen 8, the cadence is higher. And I think that's down to the fact that essentially the Takumi Sen 8 is a lighter shoe, easier to spin the legs through the air. The complexity of the forefoot of this with the pods and all the different foams propels you a bit further, and they go about things in a different way. You really notice it, not so much in the running because you're just wearing 2 shoes at a time running down. You notice there's a bit of difference. But when I made a thumbnail, a photograph of one shoe on one foot and the other on the other foot, and then I came inside and walked up the stairs, you feel it instantly. You feel how much is going on in the forefoot of the Alphafly. At the start of the video, I asked how fast the Adidas Takumi Sen 8 is. Well, over 1 kilometer, it's neck and neck with the Alphafly. I know that I'll run faster in the Alphafly on 1 kilometer in the dry on a straight run. It's just that I don't particularly want to. I don't like the noise of the shoe, and I really don't like the spongy feel of the shoe. There's a lot going on. I'm a mid to rear foot striker. I think if I was a forefoot striker, I'd enjoy the Alphafly more and get more benefits out of it. On the 1K runs, there's very little in it depending on the weather. The Takumi Sen, because it's a nimble and agile shoe and lightweight, I think over most 5K, 10K races, it'll pay off more for me. But there's only one way I'm going to be able to do that, and that's to test them with 5K runs in the park. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, it'd be great if you hit the like button. As always, there'll be lots of stuff in the descriptions below, and I'll happily answer any questions that you put into the comments. There'll be a big blue subscribe button popping up there and some red videos there. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, just keep running along.